So I think we are good to go, right? So hello everyone, welcome back to our new video. So in this video, the main topic was like we are going to build our new projects. Yeah. So you may have thinking, what's the project actually is? Let me show you. So now you can see my desktop as always. So my project is in the MS Word. Actually, I have a number of projects that I have planned to build, all of that, right? So this part is of front-end projects. This part is from backend. These are from full stack. And these rest are from AI based, right? So we will start with the backend project, and our first project is this one, real-time messaging service backend. All right. So the idea is like build a server using WebSockets or Socket.io to manage persistent user connections, instant updates, and chat history storage in a database. Right. So let's copy this thing. And before we start to build our projects, let's do a little bit search about this one. Right. So I'm just copied this idea in the Google, and let ask him what we can ask. I just press enter. Let's say what it is, right? So here's the complete product messaging backend built with Node.js blah 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 and architecture blah 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 database schema blah blah blah. And let's ask the Google how this will work, right? Just ask it NLP stuff. All right. This says the real-time messaging service backend works by replacing the traditional request response loop of standard websites that with a persistent two-way communication channel. I think this is kind of a very good project. I believe maybe not. Who knows, right? So as like I think now we should start building, right? So things like I have planned to build this project yesterday, right? And I did a little bit research about this, and I have prepared a blueprint for that. And this is the blueprint actually. I think this one. Um. Uh. Uh. uh this one. Yep. Yeah. This one. Okay. So. Uh. Now you may think like why I have built this. Okay. Things like whenever you are trying to build something, any tool or any kind of project stuff, you can't be go like just to get into your code editor and just start to coding, right? Firstly, you need to understand what the actual problem is and what problem is based on. Firstly, you have to think like how the whole project will work like, right? And what tech stack you will use on that specific projects, and like the full documentation from the scratch to the full deployment phase. And in this documentation, uh, you have to add something like database user schema authentication and much more, right? So as like I have prepared this, look here, part 3, what happens behind the scenes, like, so this is the stuff. So all good. Now I have the technology stack that I am going to use on this project, obviously, right? So Node.js server runtime, Express for HTTP framework, socket.i for real-time transport, right? And I have MongoDB as obviously database, then Mongoose for schemas, index validation, and MongoDB access and all, right? And now we have Redis in-memory coordination, phase 2 scaling, presence, and pub and serve, right? Now we're good. Then we have JWT for authentication tokens. Then we have pcrypt for password hashing, Docker for containerization. Then we have just super test for testing, and socket.i client for test client, right? Now we have the most important part of our whole project is that backend architecture. You can't be go like just make folders and files and just start to write codes. Firstly, you have to think like how many folders you need, how many files you will put on that folders, and for what purpose, right? So those things work like this, right? Now we have request event flow. That means API calls. Right. Now you think what's the API is? API is something like what do you say? Medium that will pull. request and push the request, right? And then we have database design, ID name, blah blah blah. We will obviously look into this in the further videos, right? Then we have messages, conversations, and blah blah, and very other thing. Then we have REST API contract, and these are the APIs that we are gonna use on this. All right. And then we have socket event for the live thing, and then right, then we have Redis fight appears later, blah blah blah, these all the things. If you want, then you can read this whole documentation. I'm gonna put the link of this in the video's description. All right. Then scaling means project blah region. Yeah, I have prepared the 14 days roadmap to build this whole project, and I did this 14 because I don't want to just build the whole project and show you in front of you like, hey, look, I did this one, right? But I want to show this project as a learning project, right? So that you can see and easily understand like how the real projects works and how many types of issues and errors a developer face while building a project, right? So this is work like this. So today's our first so this video is our day one, and our first task is to initialize node project environment configs, and then express app, then we have MongoDB connection, and then we have health endpoint checkup, right? So this is our first day task. And to build this project, I was thinking about like to use a different approach. Like if you take about the talk about the approaches, you may see in YouTube tutorials like many people use the standard way, right? And we can also do that, but I think in the face of era, we should use AI, right? So for that, I'm gonna use ChatGPT as always, right? So I'm getting to my first chat. Okay, now I'm simply import my file that I have my documentation, and I will tell GPT to read this full documentation of the project and help me to sorry help me to complete the day one task, right? Now you guys may thinking why I am doing all these things, right? Look, I'm assuming like we know languages, we know little bit about the frameworks, but we don't know the actual flow, how uh, projects work while building, right? So for that purpose only, we are using the chat GPT that will guide us in the every steps to work, right? So I think we are clear now. So you can see this why what are we building blah blah, this one has to request blah 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 blah, this is not our phone. Yeah, here we are. The day one definition of done from the blueprint is create repository, initialize node project, install dependency, source structure, configs, then express app, HTTP server, connect MongoDB, then health checkup, that is API call. Then we have test request app data blah blah blah, right? Then we have day one, step zero, that is understand the architecture. Yep, this is the most very important part of building. Now we have a client, you and me, we are all client, right? Then we have HTTP API and socket URI. Then these both will go to the service layer. Then we have data or database. For data, we will choose for MongoDB, and database we can choose as Redis, right? Now I think we have good here. Then today we only build the left side, that is client HTTP request MongoDB, right? Now what we can do, so our first hack is to create the repository, fine. So for to create the repository, we need to go into our GitHub profile, right? So let's get into the GitHub profile. So my GitHub, here my GitHub, subs new repository. Okay, so what will the name of the new repository is? Real-time messaging service, fine. It's code actually. Uh, okay. Uh, Now in repository, I need a small description, but I'm feeling stuck here. Like, what should I put in the description section? For that, I can also use the GPT, or in this case, I'm using my pre-installed Copilot of this laptop, right? So I'll like this, like I can do this like this is my project idea, and I want to sort description for my GitHub repo, right? So it's like a scalable real-time messaging service enabling instant communications, live interactions, and seamless connectivity. I think this will suit with the project, right? So yeah, yep. So here repository is created, right? Hmm. It's around 11 minutes. Fine, it's good. Done. This step is done. Keep it public. Yeah, it is public now. Git clone repository is not. Yeah, real-time messaging service. Okay. Now enter the project. Git status. Okay. Git clone your repository. Then clone it. Okay. So this says to clone my repository, right? Okay. Yep. I got it. Uh, so we can go like so. Firstly, we need to get into our VS Code and just simply go into your terminal. Sorry, Git clone, and here is our link of the Git repository. Oops, here. You mind taking quick feedback? Remind me later. Right. Cloning into real-time messaging service. Warning: your appear to have cloned an empty repository. So our repository is cloned successfully, and this is showing because the repository is empty, right? That's why. Now, I need to go into the time, real-time messaging service, right? So now we are inside the real-time messaging service, right? Good. Now, next was you can see here git status. So you may think, what's the purpose of git status? So git status, it is a git command, and this tells us that which branch are we in, and uh, no, and how many files are haven't committed or not and can be committed, right? So other things are uh, can be seen about the git, and you can easily understand like git status tells us the status of the all file or folder which are committed in the GitHub repository or not, right? It's simple. Now we have second basis on branch main, no commits yet. Yep, we are on the main branch. Yes, we are on the main branch. Fine. Okay, for example, no, we now it says initialize the project, right? Fine. Let's clean all this. Now our task is to initialize the project. So npm, which means Node Package Manager, and init. Right. Now, one thing I want you to clarify here. You seen here minus a. That's why this means like all what says all commands is yes kind of things like, but we use npm init, and by this we can see something stuffs like this, right? So this says package name real-time messaging service. For this we are good. So we press enter version, we are good. Descriptions, we can add descriptions like real time messaging service backend. You can add any type of I would say descriptions in this, right. Entry point index.js, now we are good for now. Text command git repository, you can see here. Okay. Oops. Now fine. Keywords, we are fine for now. Author is you. To do find license TypeScript, and yes. We've done this. Now you can see here something like, oh sorry, open folder. Okay, okay, okay. But we will open folder, but we can do this now. Okay. This creates package.json. This says this create package.json, but we are not seeing any package.json here. Why? Because we haven't opened the folder. Now you may think like which folder? This folder, bro, real-time messaging service. And you may think that we haven't created a file in our system. But when you have cloned the repository, then a folder automatically have created in your system. Let me show you. Okay, so where is the real-time messaging service? Here it is. Boom. You can see it. Yes, and this is the way how it works. Uh, okay. Now I want to show you something here. Package.json. Damn good. Oops. Oops. Okay. Now you can see here descriptions, real-time servicing homepage, this one, bugs, real-time fine, real-time, okay. Now you can say author, command, types, common.js. You will note this down because I'm gonna change this one later. Not now, later, right? And this one also script. Not now, later. So now we have done we have initialized the node. Sorry, uh, project. Now the part is to install the dependencies. Yeah. Now day one dependencies. The blueprint is to stack Node.js, Express, MongoDB, and Mongoose, right? So for this, we're gonna install npm install Express, Mongoose, and .env. And I'm gonna tell you first the purpose of Express, Mongoose, and .env, right? So we're gonna just copy this one, and here is our terminal, and just paste it and just press the enter, right? So the Express is responsible to run our server, right? Mongoose is responsible to connect our database with the server and to act like a medium between the server and the database, right? Then we have .env responsible basically for I would say you have seen like .env file where we put all our API links, right? So .env configure those API keys in the whole project structure, right? So this is the code. Now you guys can see here we have node modules folder, and inside this you may see a number of files, but we will not get into that. And you can see the package log.json. For now we will not get into this. We will just simply follow our roadmap. Okay. So next phase is node mon, my favorite one. Install node one. Oh, sorry. Just copy paste npm install the nodemon. Now you guys, if you know about the nodemon, that's very good thing, and if you don't, let me tell you. Nodemon is basically something you can call a package, right? Like while your server is running, and in between, if you make some changes on your code or in your files, then you have to restart your server again and again whenever you change make some changes on your file, right? But nodebone is the package which restart the server automatically whenever we make some changes on the code, right? And I'm gonna see you in the demo later, right? So we have installed the nodebone as well. I want to see how. Oof, 90 minutes. Oh, okay, it's good. Now we have their dependencies are intensely tiny. Mongoose, the we are good, right? We have Express Mongoose. You can see here Express HTTP server frameworks, which is responsible to run the server, right? Then we have Mongoose communicate with MongoDB. As I said, medium between the server and the MongoDB, which is our database, right? .env load environmental variables, and environmental variables are basically our API keys, our server port, and different API keys, right? That we use in our project. NodeMon automatically restarts server during development, right? Fine. Now this is not a part. So now we have to create the initial structure. Okay. Our task is to create a source, and we have I missed this thing, right? As we have installed the Express Mongoose and .env, then we have to create files like .env where our environment variables will be stored. Okay. Then I'm gonna create one more file env.example. And why I did this? Because .env example will be pushed in the GitHub, but .env will not, right? And then I will create a second file that is .git ignore, and this will tell us that what are the files that should be uh, ignored to be pushed into our GitHub repository. Fine. I think you get this point. We'll miss something? Nope. Readme. We can add Readme whenever we want, but for now we are good. So it's time to create a source folder, and then we again a folder config for the database type, right? And you can see env.js. Why this? This is to configure the database schemas, right? Or not schemas, database. And this database.js is to connect our database into the project. Fine. And app.js2 is responsible for to connect all the file and folders into one place in the app.js, and server.js is the one is the leader of the whole project, and this is the person who is responsible for to running the server, right? I think you got my point. Now let's make a source folder. For this I'm gonna like mkdir make a directory source, right? We are done. Okay, now it's time is to create a folder again in the source. So I'm gonna get into source, and I will let's get first two files, app.js and server.js. For that I'm gonna use ni app.js and server.js. Now you may think, what is the mean by ni? Ni follow means new item, right? And if you press the enter, you guys can see something like here app.js blah blah blah, right? And you can see app.js server.js. Fine. Now I need to create one more folder here, mkdir config, right? And inside the config, I need to create two folders, right? So I will again get into the config, cd config, and new item. Item be like env.js, and we have a database.js, right? You can see here, right? Now, till now our file structure is cool. Now I'm gonna get out of from the config cd blah blah. Now again I'm get out of from the source. Now I am into the root folder, means in this folder, right? Okay. Now all done. This is not the part of this one. So config git one, git ignore. Yep. For git ignore data, I wanna show you something. Like, let me show you. So our job is to find the find like the content that we put into the git ignore file, right? So for this we will use a smart work. We'll get to the Google and just search git ignore generator. Here it is, right? And top tell you guys can see here ignore, right? So you need to put here in which framework you are working on. So we are on that node, right? So I'll just type here node, and it's just press create, and you can see here a number of content here, right? Like, damn, is very much. So I'm just copy it, and I'll just paste it here, right? Now we are good. Okay. All right. I want to show you something. You guys can see here .env file here. So what this means? This means our this file will not be get pushed into our repository, and that's what the purpose of this .git ignore. The purpose of git ignore is to protect some files to be pushed in our repository, right? I think you guys got my point. Okay. Next part. Next part is .env example. Okay. Example. Before that, we will put env to push the content in the env file. Paste it here. Now you guys see MongoDB URI. So in this part, our MongoDB connecting URL will be put here. URI, sorry. And mode env, this will tell this is in the development mode, and the port 5000. Port 5000 means when we run our server, then our server will be run on the localhost 5000. This is what it says. Okay. And now the part of .env example. So we can simply paste the this one, right? And let me tell you one more thing. This part will stay remain like this, right? And you may think, what's the real use of this one? I will tell you, not now, later when we will get into that phase. All right, fine. We have done this one. Now we have to create config env.js. So you guys can see here now environment configuration. What do we need? Why do we need this? Yeah, the most important part. Why do we need this? Like instead of doing this everywhere, process.env.port, and this process.env is the standard, I would say, syntax to import the environment variables in a specific file or folder, right? Okay. Now, now we have code here. Required.env.config even. We can put this one in simply into our env.file. So we're good here. Fine. Just listen and focus a little bit. Maybe you guys can think this is too much complicated, but it's not. Now create MongoDB connection. Yeah, this is my favorite part actually. Const mongoose require mongoose, const env require env. This means we are importing mongoose in this file, all right? And this also means we are importing env into this file, right? It's not that much hard. Okay. So we're gonna put where is the database, right here. It's now good. Now again, the second part is like when we call connect database, this one mongoose attempts to Node.js goes to Node.js tells the mongoose pro where is the Node.js, right? And mongoose will get into the Mongo. Okay. Oh, I said it wrong. Node.js goes to the Mongoose and asks Mongoose, bro, where is the database? Right. And Mongoose will fetch the database and give it to the server, means to the Node.js in some sort. Okay. If connection succeeds, that it will say MongoDB connected successfully. I will show you here. Uh, this part MongoDB connected successfully, and if somehow it shows some kind of issues, that it will show catch an error, console.error MongoDB connection failed and error message, right? And this is the standard code. Okay, fine. Now the next part is app.js. The okay, so look here. Why we need app.js? App.js represent the Express application. As like sometimes before I said that app.js gather all the file into one place. Okay, and that's what is two. Okay, so we have the code here. We can simply copy it and paste into the where is my app.js? Here it is. Now, maybe you guys may thinking like, oh, bro, you are doing vibe coding. Yep, I maybe I'm doing sort of, but not completely. Vibe coding means like as I think and I believe vibe coding is something like you are just copying and pasting it, right? But here in our case, we are copying and pasting code as yes, agree with that, but we are also try to understand what's the purpose of all these lines of codes. What's the purpose of this line, this one, right? Yep, and this how it works. And you guys can see here, this is the API. You guys have seen and heard about the APIs. Yep, this is the API. Now you may like, damn, this is API. Yeah, bro. This part. Okay. I wanna show you something more. As like we are using Express, right? So just Express.js. Okay. When you get into his official website, you will see something like this one, const express blah 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 blah, right? So this is the standard code of a server to run. Sorry, this is the standard code to run a server. Okay, and this is the API call, right? Uh, and I'm showing this you all because suppose you are doing any project, right, and you feel get stuck. So just get into the express.com, oh, sorry, expressjs.com and just get into the isbla, right? Okay, that's good. ए, बाहर जा, लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं भाई. Okay, fine. So now we are in this part. I'm sorry for the little bit convenience. We will get in the. Okay. Oh, fine. Hey, bro, lock the gate, man. Sorry for the little bit convenience. Now, so where we are? So we are in the this part. Okay. We have the FJS now, the server part. Server.js. This is the main person, the leader of the whole project, right? So firstly, just copy it and just get into the VS Code. Here it is the server.js. So let me something tell you here. Uh, Look here. So this is a server. Look here, we have import app.js, then we have import the environment variables, then we have imported the database, right? Okay, this one. Now I have one more thing to uh, so you guys can see here our architecture is like server loads app, connect MongoDB and start HTTP server means server. While app.js work is to create express middleware and routes. Yes, we haven't done anything in middleware and routes. We will do for the cases. Okay. Why separate the most interesting part? Why to separate app.js and server.js? Why can't we just put all the codes in one specific file? Look here. App.js, we can say what is my application and server.js be like how do I start my application, right? And that's what is that what I've just talked about. App.js is responsible for the whole project and the server.js is responsible for to run the whole server, right? Yep. How can I forget this one? Script. We wanna find script in package.json where is our script, here is script. So we can simply, yeah. So you may think what's the purpose of the script? A script contains commands, this one, and this help us to run the server. I will show you how. Let's try to run this server. Okay. npm run dev. Let's say what it says. Starting node injected env from .env. Okay. Encrypted .env. Oh, Margo, home 4. Look, this is invalid schema expected connection string to start with MongoDB or MongoDB plus server URI. For this means our server get into the environment variable that means it .env file and server look for the database connecting string, right? Means this thing here, this part, but we haven't put any link. That's why this was this error. So our next job is to connect our database with the server, right? So for this, as like I in this project, I'm using MongoDB as the database. So we will get into the MongoDB. Okay. Here we are in the MongoDB. Okay. How is around? Oh, 34 minutes. Damn, it's long, bro. Just sign in. And if you are new into the MongoDB, then you can simply log into the MongoDB and create your account. Right. As I have already created my account on this platform, so I'm like done. Okay. Fine. Yep. So I have a cluster I have created before. Data Symphony, blah blah blah. Just forget about that. So I'm gonna show you how you can connect your database with your server. Okay. So these are two options. I don't have Mongo Compass installed and I have MongoDB Compass. I have MongoDB installed in my system. So I'll just choose this one and copy this string. Okay. And then I will open MongoDB Compass and this I have installed in my system before. Okay. So here it is. Now this is the part. I'll put the whole link and let me show you interesting fact. You can see here db slash password. So you need to put here your password. Okay. And my password is yep, I remember. This is my password. Okay. Uh, all right. Before we connect, I wanna show you something. Now you guys may think what is the password? Like password will when you log in into the MongoDB database, you you will first required to create a user, right? And when you create a user, then in that phase you need to create a user password, and that user password you need to put into this link, this phase, right? So and that's thing what I've just done. Okay, so just try to connect and yes, here it is. Our database is connected successfully. Okay, collection name, local and app log sample, blah 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 blah. Okay, fine. Now I'm gonna run this server again. Clean npm run and dev. Ooh, expected connecting string to start with MongoDB, but oh, sorry, we again done a mistake. I would say not a mistake. So connecting information. Mm, we then okay. We have connected but we forget to copy the string and get and to give it into the environment variable, right? So we will copy connecting string, and this string we will give it to the MongoDB. Sorry, not MongoDB dot env. Fine. Here it is. Now npm run dev. Okay. Spell queries in confused MongoDB cluster, blah 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 blah. In confused, query confused. Okay. App press waiting for file changes before starting. Um, Let me little bit see on my file what the issue here. Port. Yeah, port. Okay, fine. This good. Uh, health. Start sync. Okay, connect. Server running on port. So this shows Mongo connection failed. Query in e confused MongoDB tcp.cluster.electro.mongo.net. Okay, let me see my environment variable file, what it says. Okay, let's do it again. npm run dev. Ah, okay, fine. Let's copy this thing and get into my folder. That error means app is failing to connect MongoDB at least because the DNS server query is being refused. Let's break it down step by step. Oh, DNS. Oh, my system is facing DNS error. So for that, I can do a desi jugaad. Yes, and that desi jugaad was how was it? Desi jugaad was uh, desi jugaad. I can do this like I want to import the DNS into my server directly. DNS const DNS require DNS and okay, I can do this import DNS from no because we are using common JS type, then we have to do this one const right. So this is kind of a jugaad. Okay, yeah, yeah. Wait here, wait here. Let me wait here. Uh, what about this? So resolve Cloudflare. Okay, 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 okay. Address as I have imported the DNS into my server now to call the Google DNS. I think yep, set server. Okay, I was talking about this DNS.set. I've been copied. Now let's see it is will it work or not. I don't know if it will work or not. Server running on port 5000. Let's do one thing. Okay, okay, okay. Pause here. npm run dev engineer.env. So our server is looking for Mongo. Oh, look here. MongoDB connected successfully. So our string and this our desi jugaad worked. Okay, and server running on port 5000. Fine. Oh, and let me just reframe you what just happened here. The issue was into my system DNS server. Okay, and now you guys may thinking what is the DNS server. So DNS server is basically a concepts, but we can't cover it here. I'm gonna tell you and explain you about the deep about that in the further videos. All right, and I forgot to resolve the DNS server before, but it's fine for now because we have just used this is Jugaad. Okay, fine. So as our server is running, so let's check it into the local host. Uh, but we're in the 5000, right? 5000. Cannot get. Okay, look. I'm gonna show you here. So our API call was API was health. Look here. Okay, health. So simply I'm gonna slash health. Look what we have said. Status okay. Messaging server is healthy. That means our server is running perfectly. Okay. So yep. Now I'm gonna show you one more demo. Okay. Let's create a one more API. Okay. App dot get about. Okay. Now request dot sorry slash find response dot send. I'm gonna print something. What I'm gonna print. This is about page. Fine. Okay. Now I want to as like I've said the server is running, so I can see this into the page, right? Let me show you. Health, I'm gonna simply about. Oh, damn. So cannot get about. Why? Why? Let me tell you. There is a common error actually. Okay, okay, okay. So how can we do this? Uh, okay. Gotcha. We'll again do this. Oh, damn. 200 dot JSON as always. Okay. And oops. Okay. Status. Oh, damn, man. Fine. Okay. So what are we facing issue here? We are facing issue of indentation. Let me do it again. This is really get missed. Okay. Why is this showing error? Oh, damn. Yep. Got it. 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 App.get um slash about. Okay. Request response. Right. Oh. Then we have response dot send, and 200 is the code of a successful. Okay. Now status is like this is about page. Fine. And again, message is like this is about message page. And with this, I also want to show you something more. I will show you in the Express. Oops, where is my Express? Look, response or send. Look here, slash. Okay, 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 where I am here. So let's get into the Chrome and let's see about page again. 200. Then why it is not showing? It is not showing the message that we have just sent. It should show. Okay. Yeah. Here is showed error. Cannot get header after they are sent to the client. Okay. Cannot set header. Oops. 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 Sorry. 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 My mistake. It really my mistake. I was supposed to IP status. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. 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 Now I believe this shows this is about page and this is about message page, right? So yeah, this is the API and this is how it works actually. Okay. Now what's our second phase? So MongoDB, how now we need a MongoDB database that we have done already. Test health check, we have done the health checks already. Yep. Understand the request cycle. Yep. So browsers will get the get health, that is our API call. Then Node fetch the HTTP server. It asks the Express applications. Then application goes into the route handler which handle all the requests. Okay. And this will get into the response.json to fetch the data, and that it will give response as to the HTTP response, and then finally we get the output in our browser in the page. Okay. Now important correction to our mental model is health endpoint doesn't necessarily needs MongoDB. Yeah. Now, test failure behavior, learn, design, implement, test, break it, fix it, document. Yep, this is the perfect way of learn in public. Learn, design, implement, test, break it, fix it, and document all the process. Okay. What's the wrong MongoDB URI? Now, this is not a part of, unavailable, not part of. So our day one file structure is we have the root project structure, that is real-time messaging service, in which we have environment file example get ignore package.json, package log.json, readme.md. We haven't. Let's create it. Readme.md. Right. Oops. My hmm, damn man. Yeah, it's good. Readme.md. Yeah, now it's good. Now, so do not add blah 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 blah. So yeah, this is time for GitHub post. So let's break this server. We can break the server with Control plus C. Yep. So let's clean all this set. And now, as I've told you about the git status command. So let's say this. So now you guys can see all those files are in the red. But why? Because these files haven't get pushed into our GitHub. Okay. So uh, we do something like firstly, first steps to push the files into our repository, first to add them, right? So git add and dot. Now you can see if the working copy of blah blah blah, it will be replaced by blah blah blah. Okay, in the working file of package version, blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter of us. So now if you type git status status, you will see all the files are uh, green. Oh, sorry. Let me recorrect my words. Git. When we just type the git status some minutes before, and those files were in the red color because we haven't committed those files into the repo. That's why those files were in the red color, and now they are green because we have added those files into the repo, but we haven't committed yet. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me recorrect one more again. Git, when we see those files are in the red color because those files were not added into the repo, not added, not pushed, no pushed. Those files were not added, right? And now when we type the git add dot, then these files get added into our repo, but not committed yet. And for that, we will use git commit u. And what should I commit? Core bootstrap messaging service. Okay. And you may say core. Core is the standard way of committing. Uh, Sorry, my mistake. Core boot strap messaging service, right? Messaging service, fine. Messaging service. So look, so all those files are committed. Now I need to push those files into my repo. But before I post my those codes, let me show my repo first once. Let me refresh it once, right? So now the file is refreshed, but you can see nothing is in the repo. Okay, okay. For that, where I am, here is my here it is. So good push origin main. That is that simple. So I'm gonna put simple git push origin and main. And what is the meaning of main? Main is the name of a branch. Okay. So now all the codes are pushed into the branch. Now, suppose you want to check in which branch you have just pushed your codes, or in which branch you are now. Okay, for that you can just git and branch. So this is main. So now we are in the main branch, right? So this is how it works. So I think day one is completed. So day one checklist is we have created repository done, clone done, initialize express mongoose, .env, node source, config, env just file, database, app.js, server.js, blah blah blah, and there's fixed it. Yep, we have done. So we have done the day one. All the tasks we have completed, right? So don't blindly create more code if you. That's making me joke. Yeah. So we will work for your actual current states for fix whatever is wrong, and then goes for day one checkouts at a time. Then we will keep us from getting tangled again. The Plotoni's whole philosophy is to understand the system before adding complexity, and that's exactly how I want us to build this. Okay. So now I'm gonna see you my repo. So here it is. Here how it looks. If you see in the repo, you will see this type of things, and you get into the config, you will see these two files, and if you click this one, you see the codes, right? And this is how it works. So the duration 56 minutes. Oh damn. Okay. But before we end this video, I want to show you something. I want to change the common JS to module in this. Let's see it. Let's see. Let me show you how it works. So firstly, I'm going to get into the uh, common JS module, and that's what I was talking about. Okay. So as like I have changed that I need to change every file. Like I'm gonna show you how. Okay, module. Then we need to first we import whatever we need to change everywhere. We need to change everywhere. Okay, so we can change that. No, it's two. So let's change the files. Why we have changed this one? We can just copy and paste it, bro. Just do smart works, right? env.js. Okay, so this is for our env.js. So look here, import.env from .env. That's how it works. And that we have database for database we can do manually also from sorry uh, import mongoose from mongoose. Okay, then import env from env. Then we are set. Uh, in app. Oh damn. One thing I have missed. Module.export.connect. I think maybe I will database. Okay, default. Look, this one. This is what I was talking about. Export default. And that the same thing we want to do with this one. Export default, right? So in module export default. So it's time for app.js. Where is our app, man? So here's your app. You can also see in the last one export default app. Now the part of our server.js start server. Fine. Yep. And again, now we are going to run the server npm run dev. Will it? Okay. I think it shows some error. It will show some error. Time source service config env. Okay. Oh, I think I have something import issue. I hope so. I did somewhere import issue. import Express, right? Um, Default to connect database. This is showing import issue. Okay, config.env. So in this file is showing import issue. Export default env. That's good. So where's the issue actually? env.js, app.js is fine. Um, 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 env fine. Oh, this is server.js, right? What if I do this? Will it work? Okay, this showed me error npm run dev. Oh, fine. My bad. This will not work. So where is the issue? Actually, it's so real-time messaging. Okay. So this time is to use our Copilot. Okay. So find out the issue in the file. Let's see what it gives us. Activating MCF server. So damn, it's around 1 hour. Okay, it's running. It's doing our work. New tool and require interactions to start. Started now. Oh, I don't need for now. I'm checking the server code and yep. Let's ask it. Change directly to the project path and run the servers allow for now. Okay. So it has done some modification on the code. But what it does, change directory. Let's allow for now. Okay. Okay. Issue found and fixed database. It imported the env file as .env. In this project node is using ES module. So type module in package.json. So the correct. Oh damn. We have we have issue on the database. Database. This one here. Oh damn. Oh fuck. Ah. Hey, that's so. Okay. That's good. Let's say start the server. npm run dev. Oh, configured. What this means. Let's again run the server npm run dev. So this is showing that query uncovered a MongoDB top cluster connection failed. MongoDB connection failed. How, bro? I think let's ask it again. Uh, Check the issue. Hmm. And if you are still here and watching the video, and if you are thinking that I am using AI and choosing prompt, so look, bro, things like this is the time of era. All right, so you need to be updated. What are the current tech stacks and how it all the uh, tools and tech stacks works, right? So you need to know how all those things works. All right. So fix is so your ENB is being used, but the MongoDB host is refusing the connection. Common causes are MongoDB Atlas IP not whitelisted, cluster is stopped or unreachable, wrong connecting string, below. Verify status, corrected import path, ENB contains blah blah blah. Next phase, check there is order in the mode Atlas, blah blah blah. So test from the same machines that runs the app. So if ever I can help you fix the MongoDB confusion next and make the app deleted gracefully and when the database is unavailable. Okay. Let's clean it and npm run dev. It's again crashing. So where's the issue pro.env? Uh, okay. Check it. It's doing its work. Damn, damn, damn. Ooh. I think we found imported dot. Mm. Let's allow for now. .env config cons. The app. Look what it says. The app is definitely loading the env file. I'm confirming whether the MongoDB host itself is resolving and reachable from the environment. So import DNS from what I checked, I verified two things with fresh runtime checks. The app is loading the MongoDB UI from .env output stored. The MongoDB host name is not resolving from the machine. Command result. DNS error configured. Again DNS error. So where is my server? Oh man, our mistake. Our mistake. Our mistake. Our mistake. Okay. DNS server. Now it will, now this will definitely work this time. I guaranteed. Yep. So it's working. So let's check it one more time. About why this is not working, bro? This should work. Um. Oh, we have. Oh, sorry, mistake. Health. Let's check the health. Health. So yep, our code is success. Sorry, our server is running successfully. So yeah, I think this is the ending of our this day one first video. So this is the way you can code. You can start new projects. The projects that you want to build that will and the projects that literally enhance your skills and enhance your thinking thought process. I would say better and uh, always be. I would say always remember like whenever you have planned to build something, then don't forget to use AI tools because this is the time of AI, right? And everyone is using AI for coding and you should also, and that's why I am doing as well. And if you know how to use the AI, right, then you can build anything. Yep, anything, right? But uh, again, you should have the fundamentals of coding, right? Means you have the clarity about the fundamentals of the languages. Its syntax is functions like uh, await function, listen, send, status, and so on, right? Because AI will code for you, but if you don't know what's the purpose of that code, what's the meaning of those lines of codes, then you will definitely get stuck at some point in your project, right? So this is all for now, and in the next video, means in the day two, we will see what our day two roadmap is. Architecture, oh, sorry, not authentication. Means user model, password hashing, register, login, JWT, middleware, and me endpoint to test. Okay, so fine. I think we are good to go. And yeah, and don't forget to check out this repo. This repo is public, and yeah, this is my repository. Let me show you again little bit. right? Uh, then that's it is okay. Okay, now so see you and just keep coding, learning, and keep building. See you in the day two. Bye bye.